The views and opinions expressed by guests and clips presented on this program are their own and do not represent the views of the Johnny Binder Show. The content provided is for informational and commentary purposes only. The show makes no claim or veracity or independent verification. Viewer discretion is advised.
Let us pray. Father God, I am just learning how to pray. Bear with me. First, I thank you for the life of everyone that's here with me. Then I thank you for the love you give me. Why? I don't know. I don't deserve it. It hurts inside. Many a nights I cried and called your name out loud, but didn't call you when I was doing good. Too proud. Yet still you gave me love. I wasn't used to that. See, most of the people that gave me love ended up taking it back. This is something new to me. So I'm asking you for time to adjust. Let me make it there. I will be one you can trust. What I stand for, I put my life on, I do. I guess what I'm asking is, show me how to stand for you. And I will rap for you, sing for you, reach for you, preach for you, teach for you. I will love you like you love me, unconditionally. And I will always be prepared for whatever the mission will be. Give the nutrition to me, and I'll properly digest it. And when I give it back, I will show you word well invested. And whenever I go, before I go, let me give thanks to you, Lord, for my birth and for every day that I've lived. You gave me a love most of my life I didn't know was there. In the name of Jesus, I give you my life, because you cared. Amen.
Gentlemen, tonight we gather beneath one name, one heritage, one covenant, one legacy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah! Then rise to your feet. The sons of Israel, Judah, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Zebulun, Asher, Naphtali, Benjamin, Ephraim, Manasseh. 12 names, 12 banners, and now 12 tribes. The tribes have arrived. Through the smoke and the glory, hear the drums of eternity. Gold on our shoulders, but the weight is history. Yeah. Ancient rivers in our bloodline, ancestors marching beside us. Every scar became a scripture, every battle made us righteous. Yeah, yes. Look at the banners rising,
The nation's watching.
we've come too far to bow now.
The promise is still unfolding.
They tried to bury the legacy, but roots run deeper than stone. Now every step down this runway sounds like a kingdom coming home. Yeah.
Hands to the heavens.
Eyes on the throne.
carry the fire.
through deserts alone.
Now hear the trumpet.
Hear heaven sing, the forgotten sons are walking as kings. We walk like kings,
We walk like kings,
crowns of fire,
eternal things.
from the dust to destiny.
Look what the Father
Has made of me. We walk like kings.
We walk like kings.
Every step makes the heavens ring.
Heavens ring.
From the wilderness to the throne, the kingdom has come. The kingdom has come.
The kingdom has come.
Judah carries the lion, roaring through generations. Levi guards the altar, keeper of sacred foundations. Zebulun owns the oceans, master of tides and trade. Issachar reads the heavens, seeing what tomorrow says. Benjamin guards the kingdom, swift as the midnight wind. Ephraim builds empires again and again and again. The tribes are not forgotten, the story was never lost. The bloodline still remembers, the covenant paid the cost.
Lift every banner,
Lift every name, what
heaven established.
still remains.
Hear the thunder.
Hear angels sing, the sons of promise are walking as kings. We walk like kings,
We walk like kings,
crowns of fire,
eternal things.
from the dust to destiny.
Look what the Father
Has made of me. We walk like kings,
We walk like kings.
every step makes the heavens ring.
Heavens ring.
From the wilderness to the throne, the kingdom has come. The kingdom has come. Hey, oh, kingdom rising.
Kingdom rising.
Hey, oh, legacy,
Legacy.
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 Judah,
Levi.
Benjamin,
Issachar.
Zebulun,
Ephraim.
Reuben,
Simeon.
Dan,
Naphtali.
Gad.
Asher. Asher.
I hear the footsteps shaking mountains. I hear the oceans testify. I see the stars bow down in wonder as destiny walks by. The wilderness produced warriors, the fire produced gold. The generations kept believing until the prophecy unfolded. Now every road tells a story,
Every crown carries a name.
every tribe bears a testimony.
Mercy greater than fame.
And when the world sees the procession,
Let them understand one thing.
this was never about power, it was always about the king.
Holy, holy, holy is the King.
Holy,
Holy, holy,
holy is the king. Every tribe, every nation, every generation sing. Oh,
holy, holy,
oh,
holy is the King.
we walk like kings,
We walk like kings.
crowns of fire,
Eternal things.
from the dust to destiny.
Look what the Father
Has made of me.
did.
We walk like kings.
We walk like kings.
Every step makes the heavens ring.
Heavens ring.
From the wilderness to the throne, the kingdom has come.
The kingdom has come. The crown belongs to Him.
The glory belongs to him,
The power belongs to Him.
forever and ever. Oh,
The kingdom belongs to Him.
the victory belongs to him,
The honor belongs to Him.
forever and ever. Aye. March,
March.
the tribes are rising.
The tribes are rising.
March, march,
March, march.
the kingdom is coming. The kingdom is coming. Lion of Judah,
King eternal,
Ancient of Days.
reign forever.
Lion of Judah,
King eternal,
Ancient of Days.
reign forever.
Lion of Judah, King eternal, Ancient of Days.
Reign forever.
And through the smoke, and through the gold, and through the generations,
They walked, not as slaves.
I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm not even an American. I'm one of the 22 million black people who are the victims of Americanism. We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, we supposed to came on at 8 o'clock. I want to apologize. We've been working. There's been so much going on with the Camilla Anthony, the young man getting all that time and had been bullied by 4 or 5 people. And all the money they sent for him for a lawyer seemed like she didn't get the right lawyer, even though I knew it was a kangaroo courtroom and it was 11 whites and 1 black. So I already know it was injustice. We in that little Ku Klux Klan town. Number one, you're supposed to got it out of there like Johnny Cochran did. Should have got it out of there from day one. It should have never been there. And that's not right. We don't want nobody life taken, unalive or any of that. But that ain't what happened. Y'all painted the picture wrong. There were 4 or 5 of them bullies. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he had already been hit and some bloodshed. The boy was scared for his life. He wasn't trying to hurt nobody. He was trying to get the people off of him. When this show come on, this is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. We ain't for taking nobody nothing. We are for peace. That's who we are. We warriors if you force us. But again, the boy is a young boy. He's trying to keep the 4 or 5 people on him. He didn't go over there to hurt that child. He didn't wake up that morning talking about hurting that child. That child had a mindset of, I don't know, and with his brothers, with the bulliness, and the brothers won't tell the truth what really happened. It was some bully stuff going on over there. And that's what really happened. It's going to come out, and I don't know why the lawyers, TikTok, couldn't get it out. I don't know what's going on, but we got to go back and retry this. This got to be appealed. This is no good. Giving that boy 35 years, aggravated? Are you crazy? When he was jumped and bullied, the case needed to be reheard, and we got a picture that Teresa Wooten sent me. Let me see where it's at. Where you can see the judge and all of them together before the trial even started. So it was a kangaroo move from day one. I had an officer call me and send it to me. And I'm going to send it to Catherine for this show over with, where we can show it. This is too much going on. Y'all violating our life too much. Y'all taking too much. Not only the other boy, 14 years old, running away from him, but he unalived him in the back. And y'all let him make it. Say he was in fear of his life. How in the hell you in fear of your life, somebody running from you? But the other brother, he in fear of his life. And there's 4 or 5 of them on him. Now he got 35 years. But the other man Asian can unalive our 14-year-old child over some tater chips or soda water. That's the only thing he could have got out of there. And then when they searched him, TikTok, he had nothing. This is the world we in today. We're not in a world of God. We're in a world of foolishness. And that's why God said in Revelation 18:4, come out of her, my people, and partake not in her sin. She had become the habitation of devils, from every foul and evil spirit, from every unclean caged bird. Come out of her, my people, not all people. Come out of her. We so waxed up in America, we don't even know how God looking. In the morning, the first thing we do is grab this silly phone thinking it's going to save you. You can stay on this 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. This ain't going to get you to hell. I apologize. This way it will get you to hell. But it's damn sure ain't going to get you to heaven. Because you know you're not doing all that business no 24 hours. You just strolling, looking for fights and ignorance and stupidity and dry snitching and gossiping. This all this is. If you're not taking care of your business, the first thing you're supposed to do in the morning is get up and thank God for being alive. This phone can't thank him. I caught myself grabbing the phone, trying to see who done called me, where I can make some money. God said, oh, that's what it is? You forgot who woke you up, boy? Who carried you while you were asleep, who had you protected with the 5,000 habit-making angels? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to this show. Thank you. If anybody see it tomorrow after 6, She's going to chop it up. But tonight, if anybody else, send it out to your people, send it out to your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok. We need to get this out. We need justice for Camille Anthony. We need justice. We just want justice. And we definitely want justice for that young boy who was unalive in the back. At age, and I'll be ashamed of himself. And now we done found out that he'd been pistol whooping people, and they wouldn't even let it in. What kind of law is that? We can't let his character in? And he's a thug? Let's get started.
Welcome to the Johnny Binder Show, everyone. If you're joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok, remember to please like, share, comment. We thank you so very much for your support. And before we go forward, I just want to let you know that we are growing the Johnny Binder Show, and your support helps us reach more people with truth, solutions, and accountability. So the Cash App for the show is JBS Live. That's JBS Live. I'll drop the logo in the bottom, and each and every dollar that you share with us, hey, we appreciate it. It helps us serve the community better, gets us more resources for reporting, for research, and also for equipment so we can expand our studios and be on the go more, so we can bring it to you live from the streets. So, Minister, I can turn it back over to you. But I did want to open with this particular clip. It's
Before you do, let me thank my biggest sponsor before I go any further. Ladies and gentlemen, Troy Marsaw, from his mental facility. He's dealing with a mental facility with people that have a lot of problems. I will bring Troy on again. Troy done put thousands of dollars in this company to expand it. Troy Marsaw. We love him. May God bless him. I sent him the clip. I know he's probably asleep, but I sent it to him anyhow. Troy, whenever you see this, we love you. And whatever you want us to push, whatever you want us to push, we will. And we're here for you. And we love you and thank you for the thousands of dollars you have put in the Johnny Binder Show, buying the mics and buying these lights and all the stuff. And now we're moving to another studio because we done got bigger. So we're moving on up. So Troy, we thank you. And we know that you will lead other people. We thank Robert Garner for the money he put. I thank my brother from Detroit, Mr. Brown, for the money he put. But I have to give Troy number one. The rest of y'all that put something, I appreciate it. The money's not for me, it's not for Catherine. We're already writing grants, and we're trying to get companies to hire us now to do what Charlemagne the God did, because we have a lot of content and we're solution-based. So people want to see us, because when we come on, we help them with their problem, we help them figure out what's going on, and we show them the way to God. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister. And again, thank y'all for y'all's support, fam. Again, we definitely appreciate it. So I wanted to open the show with this commentary from an attorney and some reporters in Dallas regarding the Carmelo Anthony case. Basically, the attorney was saying in 17 years, she's never seen anything like it.
Up to the verdict is in, it is 35 years is the sentence, not under passion. 35-year sentence for Carmelo Anthony, eligible for parole after serving half of that time. So,
wow.
There is the sentence.
What's your reaction?
There's the sentence. Wow. You know, again, I'm coming from a unique perspective. I was a prosecutor. I have prosecuted people that have killed people, that have harmed children, that have harmed babies. I have defended people that, you know, have killed multiple people. I have a death penalty case that I'm a part of right now. And I will tell you, in my 17 years, I think these set of facts a jury coming to the conclusion that 35 years in prison is an appropriate sentence is quite incredible. It's quite incredible. I'm slightly blown away. I will tell you that it's important that we always remember here in Texas that you have a range of punishment. The range of punishment for a murder conviction is anywhere from 5 years to 99 years or life. And regardless of the sentence that you receive, in the state of Texas, you are required to serve half of your sentence or 30 years, whichever is less. So in this particular instance, he's sentenced to 35 years. Before he becomes eligible for parole, he will have to serve half of that sentence. What is that, 16 and a half years, 17 and a half years?
Roughly 17 and a half.
Before.
And that may very well have been the age of Austin Metcalf when this happened in 2025.
I think that
17.
I think you're right about that, Sean.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm actually surprised differently. I again felt like it was going to be longer. I just did, based on, I know Bill Worski was asking.
What he called for.
Yeah. He didn't give them a number. He didn't assign a number in his closing statements in the punishment phase, but he impressed on them that it should be lengthy, that it should be long, that we have to send a message of we're not going to tolerate senseless violence in our community. He talked to those jurors about them coming together as a community to do the right thing, to serve justice. He put on those jurors the idea that they were upholding the standard for the community. And so I thought it might be longer. I hope we get to hear from the jury foreman or one of the jurors.
What did he say? That's what I want to know.
To know what they were thinking and what they went through in that moment. So I guess the word is now spreading to those outside of the courthouse.
It does look like people are looking somber. They're looking very, very astonished.
Those are some
Why are we
leaving
seeing
the courtroom. I have no idea who those people are. I don't believe they're any active part of what we're experiencing here. This could very well be some media. Again, the media from everywhere in McKinney for this.
Yes. I mean, it hit obviously the national news. And I just want to make one comment about one of the things that jurors are instructed to do as it relates to assessing punishment. Obviously, it's a standard prosecution argument in punishment to say, this is our community, sort of don't stand for senseless violence or whatever it is in our community. This is where we live and all that. Send a message to, this defendant and the community at large and all that kind of stuff. And that's a standard prosecution argument. But the other thing that a jury is also told is during those jury instructions, when they're being read to the jury, they are told that they cannot consider, they can understand the existence of parole law, but they cannot consider it as they contemplate an appropriate sentence. So in other words, it's interesting to me that it's 35 years and that half of that, which is what he would be required to serve before he's eligible for parole, is about 17 and a half years. And that is likely the age, right, that Mr. Metcalf was when he passed away. I wonder whether or not that jury, even though they were instructed, they may have taken that into consideration.
I certainly think that's a possibility of the age piece. To me, it seems to be, I seem to recall he was that age, 17 for sure, and perhaps very close to 17 and a half. That's why we hope to hear from the jurors. There seems to be some commotion here outside. And we see several sheriff's department vehicles and a crowd there.
Are they reacting to this? Is someone speaking about this?
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, wait a
apparently
minute.
Phones are up. Somebody must be
someone
speaking
is talking.
at this moment.
Who is it?
I'm going to pause it right there because I did capture the statement from the Carmelo Anthony family's spokesperson in regards to this.
Let them speak before I speak. Let me hear what they got to say.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing to play with. You that don't know nothing about law, that was unjust sentence. That 4 of them boys, I got the evidence right here. The police just sent it to me. That wasn't none of that. That wasn't none of that. And I'm gonna tell you what this object was. I have it in black and white. Miss Wooten sent it to me. She supposed to be on the show, but she tired. But she did send it to me. So what does this say? Do you believe the outcome was affected by the absence of black jurors? You know that. In a case involving Anthony, a black defendant, a MAVCAV with a white individual, which had
definitely. Yeah, most definitely. And I will always be perplexed as I guess if you're in Houston, you would equate Collin County to like Fort Bend. I'm thinking in my mind.
Yeah.
And there was no reason this trial should have had a change of venue. I don't know why the defense didn't press to change the venue, because there was no way that he was going to get a fair trial in Collin County. It just wasn't going to happen. It just wasn't going to happen. At the very least, it should have been moved to Dallas County.
Yeah, I'm going to read what she said. The officer, she has the evidence of what kind of weapon it was, and he didn't have no weapon. This was something else that he grabbed trying to protect himself so they can stop the line. Wasn't no knife.
Okay, I'm going to play what the family's representative said, and then we'll get the statement from you. And y'all stay tuned, because we're going to get a dose of truth and clarification in this trial in about 10 minutes or so. So stay with us. We know it's late, appreciated, but it's a lot, fam. It's a lot, but stay tuned. Stay tuned.
A Texas jury found 19-year-old Carmelo Anthony guilty of murdering 17-year-old Austin Metcalf in April of 2025 during a high school track meet in Frisco, Texas. He was just shoving. Anthony pulled out a pocket knife and stabbed Metcalf in the chest, piercing his heart. Prosecutors argued that the killing was a provoked and unjustified murder. They called 21 witnesses. The defense argued it was self-defense. Carmelo Anthony did not testify in his own defense. Immediately after the jury's decision, protesters gathered outside, claiming this was the latest example of Black lives not mattering.
But what this process did is shown that Black lives do not matter in Collin County. This trial showed that it put emotions over the law. After Trayvon Martin and so many countless names, it has shown us that Black life is not safe in Collin County.
Minister Dominique Alexander is the man that you just heard from in that video. He is a spokesman for the Anthony family. Minister, it's nice to have you on. You keep saying that Black lives don't matter, but no Black lives were lost here. A 17-year-old white person was killed. So what are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is 35 years. Carmelo Anthony was sentenced to 35 years. Yet at the end of the day, Black America repeatedly is told that self-defense is a part of the law, that a knife under 5 inches is legal in the state of Texas, that stand your ground is legal here in the state of Texas. But when a Black person try to use those same basic rights and laws, then we're not afforded those things. We're doing those things unjustifiably.
Well, that's not what a jury found today. Can you tell me, I know you know Carmelo Anthony well, why did he bring a knife to a track meet?
I can't comment on that.
Not a knife.
What I can do,
I can't
speak for Carmelo Anthony, but I can tell you that the state of Texas made it legal. So at the end of the day, if a person got a problem with it, they might need to call Governor Greg Abbott and tell him, why does this state have open carry laws? Why does it have brass knuckles and etc. Right?
Stabbing somebody in the heart, though, sir, is definitely not legal. He could have just turned around and walked out of that tent at any moment.
Based on what you have been told about the situation, I can see how you can take that fact. But the levels of injustice that was done in this trial Is not how I was told, right? But at the end of the day, that's the reason why we're going to go through a full appeals process to ensure that the facts are being told correctly. But me and you are going to go back and forth.
No,
on
that's
this
fine.
interview.
Tell me, I'm curious. Tell me tell me what you think happened.
What I think is the situation is that someone asked Carmelo Anthony to come over there. He knew an individual, but that's not being told, right? It's like, oh, a kid just randomly went under a tent, right? And he just sitting there. No one knows who he is. That's not the case, right? We know that Carmelo Anthony knew an individual. He knew a coach. He spoke about it. We also know that Frisco ISD should have counseled that. This wasn't just raining. We were under a tornado watch that day, right? And this should have been something that was actually...
Wait, you're telling me that because somebody invited him to that tent and there might have been a tornado warning, which happened all the time in Texas, that he was warranted in stabbing a 17-year-old kid in the chest, in the heart, and killing him?
That's not the case. But what you cannot do is put your hands on someone.
Well, you just told me that was the case.
No.
Is that the case? Because I want to know what the case is. I seriously do.
You asked me the first time, why was he under the tent or close or whatever it may be, right? The reality is this.
Speaking of
the
women, man.
state of Texas says that I don't have to, when I'm assaulted, I don't have to return the same level of force, correct? Isn't that the law?
Yeah, he was asked to leave that tent multiple times, and the prosecution called 21 witnesses. Hold on. The prosecution called 21 witnesses, and they all corroborated that. They all said that he was asked to leave the tent. There might have been...
They all didn't have, no, sir.
He was asked to leave the tent, so he could have left that tent at any time. He chose not to. That's why he's going to jail for 35 years.
All 21 of them did not have the same story. They did not have the same story. And that's why so many people outside of that courtroom is outraged right now. If you look at anything about this case, all 21 of them did not have the same story.
Tell me about the defense witness, because the defense did not call Carmelo Anthony. If Carmelo Anthony truly thought he was innocent, he's 19 years old. He's not a kid. He's 19 years old. Why didn't he take the stand in his own defense? And why did the defense's only witness change their story on the witness stand?
Carmelo Anthony testifying in his own trial is his own right, right? And that's a decision that Carmelo Anthony and his parents has to make, right? And that was a decision that was made through the legal process, right? And through this process, of course, there's going to have to be some major reviews, right? But as far as changing the witness changing what he changing his testimony, I'm trying to figure out how someone going to say he changed his testimony. Were you privy to his testimony prior to?
Well, he changed his testimony. He was, during cross-examination, he said that there was not an altercation under the tent, and he didn't witness an altercation. So I don't think that was something the defense was planning on, and clearly it didn't play well for this 12-person jury. Let me just ask you, can a black person ever just be convicted of killing a white person in this country without it becoming like a major race issue? Like some of the comments that you made outside the courthouse today, I don't know why you do that. You stir things up, you make it about race, and that could lead to rioting and protests and looting tonight. The bottom line is more people could get hurt. More people could get hurt.
I'm glad that you will say that, why do we have to bring race in the situation? The reality is that if you know about this
I didn't
case,
say we, I said you. Why do you? Why do you, Dominic? Not the black race.
No, let me make this very clear. As the president of the largest human and civil rights organization in North Texas, what I witnessed on April 3rd was white people going on posts in social media calling Carmelo Anthony a thug, not a 4.0 GPA, not a person that
was he's a convicted murderer tonight.
He wasn't convicted.
He's a thug. He's not a hero.
When you say a black man is bringing race, his race shouldn't have never been a factor. He shouldn't have never. Jake Lane, I don't see you calling out Jake Lane that said Carmelo Anthony should sit there and be hung from a tree and shot outside the Collin County Jail. I never brought race into this situation. We had to.
I didn't bring race into the situation either. You brought race into this when you made those comments that we played at the beginning of the segment, making this about race.
We had to make sure that due process is done. All we want is our rights and be afforded the same basic rights that everyone is afforded to, sir. And I'm sorry if I gotta talk about my race to make sure that I can have the same afforded right that a white man
Dominic, he had a fair trial, and you're certainly open. You can certainly appeal that. But the last time I checked, it's not legal for white people to stab black people in the state of Texas either.
Hey,
Dominic Alexander.
Dominique is I love him. I know he's doing the best he can, but he talks too slow. Number one, the white boys are talking him. It was a jury, Marcus, of 11-1 in a racist city, McKinney. So, and then you have to talk about the bullying of what really happened. And it wasn't no knife. I got it right here. I'm going to read it in a minute. I got the evidence. I don't understand how I got it. Y'all don't have it. That ain't what it was. But again, the boy didn't come to school to hurt no one. And he wasn't packing a knife. It was something else, and I won't say what it is. So I read it in black and white. They got the evidence. So again, this trial gonna be overturned. They was bullying him. 4, 5 of them white boys was bullying him, and caused blood on him. And the boy was in fear of his life. But here go a man that's unalive our brother, 14 years old. 3 of them ran him out of thing for some tater chips and a soda water. He had nothing, and say he was in fear of his life and shot him in the back. Y'all ain't said a word. But this brother scared for his life. Scared for his life. 4, 5 white boys jumping him, bullying him, and he hit one of them. Now all of a sudden he's a thug. Come on, man. Come on, we ain't gonna play that. Run it back. That boy's slow, man. He's slow. Bless his heart. Come on, brother. You gotta represent better than that, man. You letting that white boy run all over you, man. Come on, speak up, black man.
Andrew, appreciate you being here. We got to leave it there.
That was it. That was the end of that one.
Yeah, you know, not talk to him, so he let him go. Yeah. It's real simple now, Marcus. He done ran over him, made the boy be a thug. The boy got a 4.0 GA?
4.0.
Yeah, they ain't say none of that. Boy ain't never been in no trouble in his life. And they bullied this boy, and the boy scared for his life. And I'm going to read what happened for real. For real, for real. Oh, my goodness. How you doing, Marcus?
Hi, Marcus. Welcome
to the show. Man? I just want to jump on real quick. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's a big case, big situation. A whole lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely tapping in, and I'm gonna be live streaming tonight as well. This is one of those cases that it just kind of teaches us a lot. Like I'm already knowing and paying attention to what was happening, like way before it got to trial. You know, when it first happened, I was already knowing that it was going to be a big deal. I got a store right there in Arlington, and it happened right there in Fort Worth. So I already knew that, certain rules apply to certain people, and the whole stand your ground thing. Because even I'm thinking like just straight to it. If I'm out somewhere and there's 2, 3 big guys, muscles, 6 feet, whatever, and I got a little pocket knife on me, and one of them hit me. And after they hit me, I tell them like, hey, this ain't what you want. I'm expect for them to, not hit me again. But the fact that they, it's just a lot. It's a lot in the story. It's a lot in the situation. 35 years is a lot. I know a lot of people, I started looking up different sentences, and there's sentences where people have done way worse, not just taking a life, but kids and childs and
right.
All type of things where they don't get 35 years. But 17, they say you got to do maybe half, So again, it's just a lot. I plan on definitely tapping in the entire night, talking about this whole Carmelo Anthony thing. The hardest part about this, though, is that, he was in fear for his life.
That's a fact.
He was in fear for his life. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. He was in fear for his life. And a lot of people are in fear for their lives in different situations. And he actually had a weapon to protect himself. I always go back to the safari. I watch a lot of Nature is Metal on Instagram. And you see like a lot of hyenas. They run up on the zebras. And the zebras, you know, they run. Some of them run. You know, one of them always get caught. And when he get caught, he can't do anything. The hyenas just bite him first, and then once they bite him, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap for the zebra. The zebra can't do anything because the hyena bit him first. And so sometimes in the animal kingdom or just in Mother Nature, you can't wait on somebody or something to hit you. But especially after they hit you the first time, you should have the right, the authority to tell them to stop. Don't do that again. But that's you know, again, it's a lot. We'll be talking about this all night, man. We got a couple of hours on here. I know I'm be on here all night. I got a lot of content, a lot of everything, man.
Let me give you some evidence from the police officer. Miss Wooten told me to read this. She's a police. She said, I will testify there's a photo circulating that shows the judge with the district attorney and the parents of the deceased. They was all there. When this DAs and district attorney started going to the thing, they had already went to the boy funeral. So they was already concused. Watch this. Carmelo weighs 120 pounds. The brothers who jumped him and bullied him weighed 200 pounds. Marcus, that's 80 pounds on each one of them.
Look, before you go to the weight, right? Let's go to the DA, the relationship. The DA definitely had a relationship with the father of the Metcalfs. They were in photos. Yeah, they were in photos way prior to the trial. They knew each other. It's definitely in community politics is involved, man. Politics is involved in community, and I'm sure, put donations to his campaign. They knew each other, so he went to every day of the trial. Most of the time, DAs are too busy to focus on one trial, but he had the time, the authority to just focus on that one trial the entire time. And so, of course, it was some type of connection. He even said he wanted to make sure. I mean, he was at the trial, and then right after they had a press conference, so right there with the family. So it wasn't a press conference with the lawyer that represented them, not the prosecutor, but it was a press conference with the DA. So and that was on Fox 2 News for Dallas Fort Worth.
Marcus, it's not a knife. Excuse me, y'all. It's not a knife. Let me tell you what it is. The lady said, and she seen it, Carmelo feared for his life. He was in imminent danger for the use of force of unjustified of 4 people. That wasn't a knife. It was a tool for the repair cliques. I want y'all to look right here. It's a tool.
Look, Johnny. Look, Johnny. I saw. They were saying that in the beginning when it first happened. About a year or so ago. And a lot of people don't know this too, Johnny. Right when this Carmelo Anthony stabbing happened at the track meet, Carmelo Anthony, the basketball player, was being inducted into the Hall of Fame at the exact same time. When you go back and look, Carmelo Anthony, the ball player, was being inducted into the Hall of Fame where Carmelo Anthony stabbed Austin Metcalf. Now, I don't know if that's some type of connection, but when I was like, man, this is timing. Because when I'm looking up the different Carmelo names, both of them popping up at that time because, again, the basketball player was inducted, and that was a big highlight on Instagram, on social media, on Google. That was like in the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? So at the same time, you start looking into the young Carmelo Anthony and the stabbing. But on top of that, man, to get to the weight, the size, come on, man. Size matters. Size matters. You know how many people I've seen get knocked out growing up, waiting on something? I'm talking about just waiting, like letting somebody hit them first. My mama used to tell me, hey, if somebody hit you, hit them back. But when I got to certain environments and, you in certain parts of the world, because I was in the military, right? You can't wait on somebody to hit you and then hit them back. If you wait, that could be your life. That could be the end. Sometimes you got to strike first in order to survive. That's what survival is. But again, there's laws, there's regulations, there's rules, there's code of conducts, there's all type of things, and they're there for reasons. But at the same time, when it comes to survival, sometimes you got to break those things. If not, you end up being a victim. That's the end. Go ahead, Johnny, what you got, man? I know you got a bunch of stuff, man.
Look, it was called a clique sharpener. It was to repair cliques. Here go the picture of it right here. It's not even right. It's a clique sharpener to repair cliques. According to the testimony, it was 3.5 inches. A chain of venue was necessary for Carmelo for a fair trial because he could not get a fair trial there. The request for mistrial, there is incurable error and misconduct by the district attorney of penal prejudice on 3 main types with being with the family, knowing the family, and is trading money and donating from the family. Unfounded basis claim, severe personal attacks, and baseline claim. This case received significant media attention, and the error is legally incurable, that the harm is significant, that the strikes at the heart of the judicial process, they all know each other.
Look. Of course, they all know each other. It's a small county. It's a small
Very
town.
small,
You know,
very small.
everybody knows each other. Again, that's why you didn't see anybody that looked like you that's colorful on the jury. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a lot of us in that county. That's a well-off county. That's a they got a lot of bread. You know what I'm talking about? And it's kind of like Katy. Think about Katy, Texas, right? You think about Katy, Texas. I mean, I don't know if Katy had a judge and a jury and all that other stuff. You may not get the best of the, you know what I'm saying, the results that you're looking for in a court of law. Who knows? But again, in that specific location, even during the trial, before the trial, they were saying that it may have been a knife. They said it was a 5-inch knife. It was a 3-inch blade. Now, whether it's a knife or a blade or a cleat or whatever, sometimes when somebody bigger than you, you're supposed to pick up something and knock the hell out of them with it. You know what I'm saying? If not, they look that little one punch, man. And they said a soft shove. I don't know what a soft shove is. I ain't never had somebody softly push me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what
if
that
you softly
is
push
either,
me, though, it's still disrespectful. If you
It's
softly push me,
disrespectful.
it's still disrespectful, man. Why are you putting your hands on me, bro?
And
Why are
usually
you a
after
soft
a
shove?
shove
A soft
comes a
shove from
punch.
a 6'2", 220-pound man is not a soft shove like you think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not a soft shove. Man, I don't know. I just know that you're not supposed to put your hands on people, man. Now,
And they
if you
keep
do,
saying
again,
that he
I'm
was
one of the
allowed
ones, right? I done
to.
put my hands on a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I'm normally, it's not a fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like different things, different times. But I'm saying right now, in this situation, I definitely don't think that you should be waiting all the time on someone to put hands on you first. And that's definitely what he did. He allowed that, and then he warned them. And then I'm saying them because there was more than one. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Robert James.
And they keep saying, he said unbelievable. But they keep saying that the man was told that Carmelo was told to leave the tent, but he wasn't told by nobody of any authority.
And they all
I ran track. Man. Yeah, I ran track. When I ran track, you know, again, when you run track, you out under the bleachers, you under tents, you under all type of stuff, especially when it's raining. Sometimes in Houston, the rain just come out of nowhere. Time to run in your tent. You might go run to the nearest tent. And if I run to the nearest tent, the last thing I'm expecting is for somebody with other uniforms on to come over there and tell me, hey, bro, I know it's raining 100% right now. It's thunderstorm, and there's a flood coming in, a thunderstorm coming in, but it's 100% chance of rain. But you need to go find your tent right now. Man, you're not going to make me go run in the rain. Who is you? Who is you, bro? That ain't how this works. And that wouldn't work. It's not even about color. It's just about being a human being.
Marcus, they called him over there. He didn't just go over there. He was called over there. It was from a coach or somebody that knew him.
The dude's name was Edwin. It was Edwin. They said that a little kid named Eddie knew him. He sat down. He shook hands with him. They were chopping it up. He was in the tent for about 5 minutes prior to the Metcalfs actually coming to the tent. It's at the Metcalfs. One of the Metcalfs, he's an Austin and Hunter, have to walk up like 4 or 5 different bleacher steps to get to him. You know how afraid I would be if I'm sitting down minding my business and I see a 220-pound dude making eye contact with me, 2 of them, walking up 5 bleacher steps to come approach me to say something, like with muscles and stuff. Like, I'm like, what I do? You know what I'm saying? What's up? But I'm definitely not going to stay sitting down. He stayed sitting down. He stayed sitting down. They hovered over him. Again, I think they left a lot in the trial. They left a lot on the table. The defense probably should have put him on the stand. I definitely would have wanted to be on the stand. If I'm fighting for my life, this is one thing I learned being in the court system right now, Johnny, because, you know, I'm in the system right now. I'm going through some court battles right now personally. And one thing I've learned is that sometimes you don't want to put your life in somebody else's hands and have other people speak for you. I'm talking about, man, because nobody knows your business like you know your business. So when I'm going to court, I got to wait on the lawyers to speak my point in the business when I know my business better than anybody else. They might not remember something I told them to say. They may not remember a significant detail. And so the witnesses may not remember a significant thing. So put me on the stand, man. Let me fight for myself. Let me plead my case, because everybody else are just talking. I want to plead my case. And I don't think that young man got a chance to plead his case, man. They definitely should have put him on the
why they
stand.
didn't put him on the witness stand. There's no way he should have not been on that witness stand. No way. Dougie Fresh went on the witness stand for me for 2 days. It wasn't his case. He went up to testify for what he knew about me and the music company, Diamond Production. 2 days, Dougie Fresh at 21 years old, 1988, September the 28th. So that young boy, Doug won for 21. So that young boy, if Doug didn't take the witness stand, I don't be on this show tonight. I got life and no parole. Thank you, Dougie Fresh. So again, what I'm saying to you, I agree with you, Marcus. He should have went and spoke for himself. He should have pleaded his own case. And I don't understand why the lawyers didn't put him up there.
Well, I don't understand the lawyer.
I don't understand why he didn't change venue in that little racing town. Everybody know everybody. And they got pictures where all of them was together at the funeral. So you already know there was going to be a crisscross. Why would you stay there? You should have tried to move that case. They gave y'all $600,000. Why y'all didn't move the case? Why you left the case right there in the Ku Klux Klan town? Come on, man. There wasn't no damn jury on your appeal. Look, man, I don't want to see nobody on the line. But it's got to be a fair trial. You ain't getting no fair trial to this other boy that run this child down 14 years old, got some tater chips in the soda water, and when they find him, Marcus, the boy had nothing. And unalived him in the back. And the little boy, 14 years old, and they let him go. He didn't get no 30, he didn't get 35 days. And he had a gun. Come on, man. Come on. No, man. No, we ain't going for this.
You brought up the knife. You brought up the knife, man. I was going to the store the other day, right? Going through a convenience store. And when I walked in, this little Mexican dude, he held the door open for me. You know what I'm saying? But when he held it open, he kind of like held it open, and it kind of shut on me and stuff. And so when it shut on me, I turned and looked at him. I sized him up a little bit because I'm like, oh man, you kind of hit me with the door, but you held it, but not really. But I wasn't nothing. But I was like, man, it messed up. You know what I'm saying? But I kept it moving. But I was gonna keep it moving anyway. But as I kept it moving, I noticed he had a pocket knife on his waistband, and I was like, oh yeah, that's the equalizer right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the equalizer right there. It don't matter what size the dude is that you hit the door with. You hit with the door. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you better keep it moving, school. You better keep it moving, bro. S.A. Holmes, sir, ma'am, madam. Because again, everybody not playing. Everybody don't have hand-to-hand combat. Everybody don't know UFC. But everybody not gonna let you touch them and hit them and push them around, whether it's soft or hard or medium or any of that. So yeah, I mean, definitely, I've definitely learned my lesson in life. You know what I'm saying? Where you definitely want to keep your hands to yourself, but at the same time, you definitely want to defend yourself. Have the ability to defend yourself. That's what made this case so 50-50 and so controversial, because everybody had a heart for each individual. These are kids, you know what I'm saying? These are kids that were at a track meet. I definitely don't want to see kids in middle school or high school responding with knives, because I wouldn't even be here if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of fights growing up. You know what I'm saying? If every time I, you know what I'm saying, got the fisticuff, somebody whipped out a knife and chopped me up, I wouldn't even be here. You know, so I hope I knew that a lesson was going to have to be made. I just think that 35 years definitely is excessive, because again, you don't want to see grade schoolers showing up with butter knives that they didn't brought from home, and they instead of them taking the L or pushing back or going to tell the teacher or anything like that, they putting out the butter knife, trying to chop up the school bullies and stuff. So it's a lot in this case. Again, I'm a Libra, so I'm gonna always look at it from both sides. I definitely don't think that young man deserved what he got, though, because it was definitely in fear for his life. They could have talked more. They could have defended him more. And I think he even has a chance to appeal. So there's always a chance to appeal. You know what I'm saying? There's always another chance, another jury. I don't know exactly how the appeal process goes, but somebody asked earlier, they was like, would you rather, be a judge? And I think what they did was good for the young man. Instead of doing a a trial by judge, it was a trial by jury. And, you know, maybe this jury looked at it one way, maybe the appeal jury, if it is changed up, will look at it totally different. So who knows?
Well, the appeal court is judges. The 3 judges going to look at it, and the circuit court. So they understand law. So it takes the appeal, the appeal lawyer, whoever going to file the brief, he has to put case law in there and prove his case and send it to him and give him case laws, at least 2 or 3 case laws. If he give him case law and show him that it shouldn't have even been tried there, it was a conflict of interest, and then show where the ball was in the field of his life. And there wasn't no knife. Stop the knife lie. So again, that's all need to be in that brief. And I'm almost saying this to the family so the family can get a real appeal lawyer. They just can't get no anybody. They got to get somebody with over 20 years of experience that knows how to write appeals for this specific case.
Yep.
It's a lot going on, man.
Indeed.
Marcus, you understand what I just said?
Yeah, I got you on the appeal. Yeah, I got you. And, you know, again, I know a lot of people be waiting on those appeals or praying for those appeals and getting those appeals. And, you know, sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. Again, it's all about putting your life in the hands of other people. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that at all.
Yeah, but again, and I agree with you, me neither. I've been in appeal courts. You know, I had 40, had 18. So I've been on death row from a police officer that I've never seen on the tank. So what I'm saying to you, it has to be a lawyer. I'm talking to the family now. Mother, I heard you crying out. Let me cry out to you now. Please don't pick no lawyer. My number on here, 281-896-8215. Let me help you. I've been in the system for 40 years. We need to pick a lawyer that has a specific expertise in this part. You just can't take a lawyer because he got a big name. That means nothing. You need a lawyer that can write. Catherine can write, but she's not a lawyer. But she's going to law school. But you need somebody that can write and find case law to give the circuit court as 3 judges, where you can give them so they can read something to show that this boy's life was in field. And then they should have moved it out of there because it's a racist little city. Everybody know everybody. And they was at his funeral, so you already know there was going to be a crisscross. They took pictures together, everything. Went ate together, all that. So again, there's no way the boy was going to get no justice. And they keep on acting like he just did that. They was bullying him. And they put their hand on, they ain't just do no push. It was way more than that. Come on, y'all, stop.
Is that in the United States, most criminal appeals are not successful. You know what I'm saying? General estimates across state and federal courts, it'll be like 80 to 90% of criminal convictions are affirmed. So that means this is going to be upheld. You know, so about 10% to 20% result in some type of form of relief, whether it's like a resentencing, a partial reversal, or anything like that. But it's never like. So again, but something's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? So a new trial, new sentencing hearing, something, a correction of legal error. I know a lot of evidence probably wasn't represented. I'm shocked that it wasn't a lot of video. You know, that they had some type of fuzzy video they was talking about. Like I figured, you know, technology. I think when you think about this, think about Ahmaud Arbery. I remember it was like I feel like it was during COVID when Ahmaud Arbery got killed in Atlanta, and during that time. It was a lot of evidence that was hidden. You know, you had to like really pay attention and find out like, man, they was trying to cover up some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I almost feel like in some of these situations, you always got to reinvestigate the investigators. You got to really dive into
you do.
because you can't really trust what they say or what she's saying or what he's saying because, again, you never know whose side anybody's on, man, who's been paid off or who has any type of relationships. And it's a crazy world. We had to think that Ahmaud Arbery was convicted of some type of crime and doing these injustices when at the same time they chased this man down, ran him down with trucks, shot him up all on video, and then tried to cover it up and keep those people out of jail. And luckily, I don't know, I think the video came out because the dude that came out with everything he ain't have it all there. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember everything, but I do remember justice was served. And I don't know if justice was served in this situation right here.
Yeah,
that's a fact. Yes, Catherine.
No, I just said we keep saying that, we want to control our own destiny and steer our own path. And I know that's the human thing to do. But you know what I'm getting ready to say? You're going to have to trust that God's will is going to prevail and have faith. And that's what it's going to require for the mom to get through. So, Mom, you are in my prayers. I heard the screams outside the courtyard. Outside the courthouse. You and the family are definitely in my prayers for healing with that community. But keep hope alive. Keep hope alive, because we all know it's the justice system is what you can pay for. It's what you can afford to do.
Yeah, TikTok. This is Marcus Biles speaking, and
Yes.
because I can't turn TikTok towards y'all. So again, that's who was speaking, Marcus. I'm happy to have us speaking, and Catherine, the CEO of the company, now is me. What I was trying to tell Marcus, mother, please hear me. You have to get a appeal lawyer, not with a big name, where they specialize in appeals. All lawyers don't specialize in appeals. So you got to get an appeal lawyer with over 20 years of experience that done had this kind of case and know where the case law at. Okay? Because if you don't, you can spend $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on appeal, and the lawyer throw some junk in there, and ain't nothing gonna happen. Then you go to Supreme Court, you throw some more junk in there, and now you done 17, 18, 19, 20 years, because you know when he first come up, they ain't gonna give it to him. They not. So we have to move expeditiously and make sure we get the right kind of lawyer to put the right stuff to the judges and show them supreme case law that's been overturned. Case law. That's how you do it, mother. So please listen to me. I've been through this 40 years. So please listen to me. Johnny Binder, Google me. I've been through this law system. I done worked with 22 lawyers. Me and Willie Gary won the first hanging case here in Conroe. I called this crew down. They came down. We won the first hanging case. Me and Ronald Ray got a life sentence off brother in 7 days with our investigators. He got life that Friday. 7 days later, we had it off of him. We in 2 capital murder cases. So I know what I'm talking about. We won 30 felony cases in 35 days. So my track record is understandable. And I had 40 years. Did 10, come out and beat the 25. I had 18, did 3, come out and got a full pardon. On death row for unaliving a police officer that I never seen, 14 days later, I was out. So this ain't no talk. This is what I experienced, and God gave me the experience. I'm alive, mother. Please listen to somebody that's been there and done that. This ain't no sympathy, this empathy. I'm trying to tell you what I know. Please don't hire no lawyer you talk to me. So let me help you find the right lawyer. I don't want nothing, but I do need you to get the right lawyer so you can get your child back. Okay? All that old hype, the hell with that. It's got to be factual and actual. Thank you, mother. We love you, and we know you hurting, and nobody feel what you feel because you carried it. May God bless you.
Hey, look, Johnny, check this out, man. The things that he can appeal, the arguments that he can appeal with, is so the jury selection. Everybody know, like, it was not a jury of his peers.
Nowhere close.
Yeah, these ain't a jury that he played basketball with, that he hopscotch with, he shot marbles with, he made Kool-Aid with. You know what I'm saying? He went to church with. This is not a jury of his peers. You always want a jury of your peers, man. It was definitely not a jury of his peers. We all know that. Okay, that's one strength for the appeal, right? And then you got the rulings made by the trial judge. It was like the jury instructions, how like self-defense is lesser included than offenses that were really represented. The procedures, like the whole procedures, are preserved. Everything that was preserved as the records, the videos, the testimonies, everything wasn't a part of the trial. I think they left a lot of things out. But again, once he filed a notice of appeal, man, hopefully he wins it and gets the new justice. It's something totally different. 35 years is a lot, but when I heard that, hey, you only got to do half. I'm like, man, okay, cool. About 30-something, get out about 37 years old, muscles and stuff, you know what I'm saying, abs, you know what I'm saying, have a family. you know. But at the same time, I still put myself in those situations where I'm like, man, that's not. I thought you told us to, you know, defend ourselves. America says defend yourself. They put us in uniform and tell us to defend ourselves. If somebody hit America first, they not gonna do something other than hit back. And America sometimes hit first. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they gonna strike first. So when somebody comes and strike us in the form of like 9/11, you know, in New York when they hit the Twin Towers, Trade Centers, when they hit us, we definitely responded back with force. With force.
Yeah,
We're doing it now with Iran. We're doing it right now. This is what you taught us. I thought this is what we're supposed to do. Oh, we was in America.
unprovoked in that man, unprovoked over there.
The USA. USA. I thought it was, you know what I'm saying? Well, hey, you know.
We don't have that privilege.
Now, the other piece is it got to be a law. It got to be a law in place for, you know, when it's not a jury of your peers. You know what I'm saying? It got to be something that says like, man, you can't do this. You know what I'm saying? That can't be legal. That can't be the right thing to do. Because who do you talk to? We saw it. He saw it. I'm sure when he walked in the court, he was like, man, I know that phrase because I've heard it before. I thought it was supposed to be a jury of your peers.
It's a Supreme Court.
Right?
It's supposed to be, but you know, that argument came up when Puffy was on trial too, because they were like, who would his peers be? Would it be economically his peers or just the racial makeup of his peers? So that was the argument I remember going on back then when his jury was selected.
Let me help
you.
It
says legally it means a jury selected from a fair cross section of the community where the trial is held. So I guess that means,
I don't know what that means.
You know, if you're not affluent, you don't get affluent people on the jury or something. Or, you know, I don't understand.
That's a lot of loopholes.
The phrase "jury of your peers" is often misunderstood, though. I guess that's just a make-believe phrase. But the legal, you know, exactly what I just said. Juries are excluded.
When it comes to us, you 1,000% correct. Over 80% of the people in Harris County have not had a jury of their peers. And over 72% of them cop out because they scam and tell them they're going to give them 70, 80, 90 years. So they take the probation, take the 20 years, 10 years, 18 years because they're scared to death. But it's conflict of interest. I want you to go there and Google that. It's a conflict of interest to stay in that state, in that little state with 7,000, 8,000 people in it, if it's that many. It's a conflict. They have to move it out. I don't know what's wrong with these lawyers. They had $600,000 in their back pocket. I don't understand why they didn't move that out of there. It was, you can't stay there. You gotta go in a big city where you can get us a jury selection, and everybody over there, they love that little white boy and his mom and daddy. So the brother ain't had a chance. That's a conflict of interest.
You're right about it.
I know what I'm talking about, man. I'm not in no emotion. I'm in devotion. I'm speaking factual and actual. And I hope the mother see this tape when it go out. We need to get it to her because she need to hear some facts, not that emotional buffoonery. She need to hear some facts so we can get the right lawyer, where we can get a child back in 3 to 5 years. That's what we need to do and move quickly and get the right appeal lawyer, know what he's doing. Not somebody trying to hustle out some money.
So I got a question.
Hey, you know what, though? Go ahead, Kat, what you got?
No, I'm saying, you know, people took the community, us took action with Mr. Chow, and that verdict came down for the unaliving of Cyrus. And to move forward or to have some type of action, what would you recommend that the Black community do, or anyone that's interested in being an ally? What form of action do we take in this manner?
Talking about Cyrus, that they chased out the stove, think he stole the whole family and unalived him in the back, and the little boy 14 years old and had nothing. They said you don't even supposed to chase nobody out the stove. It was illegal for them to even do what they did. And then he said it was in the fear of his life. He took the witness stand and lied. How in the hell, Marcus, you in the fear of your life and somebody running away from you, not to you? me try it again. Away from you, not to you. So TikTok, how could he be in the fear of his life? We're talking about the 14-year-old boy that got unalive. Okay, the 3 people ran out, the whole family ran out, and hit the boy in the back with a gun. And he's unalive. 14 years old. What's in the store worth his life? Tell me, some bubble gum? Some Twiddles? What? Some tater chips? Man, come on, man. Come on, Marcus.
So when it comes to the Mr. Child situation, I saw that he had already roughed up or shot a couple of other customers in the past. Mr. Child don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Child known in the community. He ain't don't come in here with all that there. To be harassed in the store, that whole hurry up and buy mentality, which is what my man was experiencing at a young age. We thought we was done with all that. He was in there, put his hands on a couple of bottles of water. Now, Kat just asked, like, what can we take away? What can we learn? The first thing that came to mind, Kat, was, just leave the weapons at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from the knives, the nunchucks, the whatever, the mace, whatever it is you have. It's just definitely if you're going to school. If you're going to school, you're going on the campus, leave those things at the crib. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Cyrus' situation, this young man is shopping. He's shopping. And y'all thought he had a bottle of water, and he didn't. And you accuse him of having a thievery. Again, that whole hurry up and buy mentality. So he ran out. And I think when he didn't even run out. He walked out. He was out. He was free. He was gone. He was a young man walking by himself, a young kid walking by himself. And then when he turned around, he saw 2 grown adults chasing him. So scratch the whole store thing. Let's just say some kid just walking down the street, and then 2 grown adults just start chasing him. Everybody gonna be like, hey man, what's going on? And this young man is running for his life because he ran about his shoes. Ran about his shoes, you know what I'm saying? Dropped out type of stuff on the way. And then get shot in the back. Yeah, man, Mr. Child's supposed to be locked up. We all know, we all read the story, we all paid attention to the trial. Again, it's a horrible situation. Witnesses hit the stand. I watched the closing arguments from Mr. Child's lawyer, though. Amazing. I don't know if y'all seen the closing arguments. That's the type of lawyer you want on your team. You know what I'm saying? Go watch Mr. Child's lawyer's closing arguments and what he talks about and the signatures and how he ties it all into the story and into the defense of Mr. Child. It's amazing. But again, when income matters. Mr. Child don't got money. They're gonna get the best lawyers money can buy. Johnny, you just said something about you can get a lawyer to throw $50,000 here. Man, nobody got no $50,000 to be throwing out no lawyer, man. Nobody.
But that's how much appellate attorneys. That's how much
people don't have $50,000 to be throwing at lawyers, man. Like nobody. That's a lot of bread. And
it is, and that's just for the appeal. Because after the appeal, it's just going to send it back to a lower court and start over again.
It's just I don't understand, man. So again, back to Carmelo, man. I just read that Carmelo, they moved from Baton Rouge, so I'm more than positive. His mom and dad, probably lived in a certain neighborhoods, environments, cities, states, and wanted to provide a better life to their kids, to their
and
children.
She well educated.
They did what they were supposed to do. They made the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? They even raised their son to not let nobody bully him. That's the type of son you want to raise, man. Don't let nobody tell you this is my cornbread. You know what I'm saying? This is my cornbread. Mom, trying to take your bike. Somebody trying to take your bicycle. My mama said, don't let nobody ride my bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, you letting boys ride your bike. My mama said, and then you got the big dudes trying to take your bike, and you got to wait on the big dude come push you off the bike. When you get back up, you say, hey, man, do it again. And then they go to do it again. You supposed to. It's just I always draw back to the upbringing and how we grew up. Carmelo Anthony even had epilepsy. I used to have seizures. I don't know if y'all know what epilepsy is. You know what I'm saying? I used to have seizures when I was in elementary. I had seizures all through my elementary career up until 5th grade. And so I didn't even go to my 5th grade graduation. I was in the hospital while everybody else was graduating, walking across stage and stuff. My classmates came to see me while I was at the hospital. Came to see me like, hey, bye, Marcus, I ain't see you at the graduation, but, you know, we just want to say have a good summer while I'm in the hospital, right? Because of my epilepsy. You have seizures, you laying and you shaking and you got, and so that happens again, recurring when somebody hits you upside your head. Somebody knock you upside your head if you already have, and again, some people that have seizures or epilepsy, they already know, like, man, okay, I can't bang my head here or there. If I do, I'm out of there. I'm not go get a knot like other people. Some people just go get a little knot. You can put a little ice on there. People that have epilepsy and seizures, they're gonna be straight. It's gonna be out of. They're gonna be super out of there. So seeing that this young man has epilepsy, you know, his mom, you know, a nurse, stay-at-home mom, dad, a finance manager, whatever it is they do, man, whatever the careers were, they made the right decisions. They live in the American dream. They're raising a kid that's busy after school, that's running track, that's active at the school, that's a captain. That's the type of young man that's the type of young man you want to raise. And again, this man sat here and was not wanting to be pushed around by people that was potentially known in the neighborhood for pushing people around.
Yeah, they were. Do you remember when the story first broke? Everybody was saying that they had a history of bullying people. That was something known. That was something known.
I can't speak too much right now, but the evidence I've been looking at and what the lawyer did, and they raised $600,000. I love you, mother, but I don't know your lawyer name, but something wrong because it's closing argument, and I don't understand why they put your son on the witness stand. No matter what the David tried to do to him, he had to take it because the boy life was in fear where he could tell the bullying. His side of the story ain't been told. Like Marcus said, I'd rather plead my own case. Because I'm going to plead my case. I'm taking the witness stand. I love the lawyer, but I'm going. I can talk for me. I know what happened. And can't no DA do nothing with me. Cross-examine it, flip it, do a James Brown flip, Michael Jackson moonwalk. I don't care what you do. I'm going to
tell the truth. Look, man, hey, man, this dude was big. You know, they went up 5 flights of stairs. You know what I'm saying? They told me to move 15 times. I told them, I sat there and let them tell me 15 times to move. I told them, don't touch me again. I was afraid for my life. You know, it was a bunch of them. They all had muscles. They looked like they were athletic. And I heard that they've been knocking boys out with one punch. And so when I allowed him to push me the one time, man, I can't believe they said soft push. I can't get over that. I don't know what a soft push is from a 6'2".
They're using that. They're using that to tamper the case. They're using that to soften the case. That's all.
And I'm thinking, I'm listening to you, Marcus, and I'm thinking about how sorry this defense attorney had to really be. If y'all didn't figure out this boy has epilepsy, he was protecting himself. That's another reason for self-defense, because he know he can't take a blow. I'm sitting. The defense attorney couldn't say. He was seated. He didn't move. They had to come to him, which shows them as the aggressor. I am so confused right now. I do know what I do. I know what my call to action, what I would like for y'all to do is go to the Bar Association page and file a complaint against his defense attorney and that damn DA for misconduct. You're going to have to come after their livelihood. You have to come after their reputation. I know we want to mobilize and do things. I'm proud of us for the grassroots efforts that we taken to black out shopping Asian in our communities. I don't know what the end goal is, but I'm proud of the effort and the movement. But as far as Carmelo Anthony, that's a whole different situation where you're dealing with just systemic corruption in general. And you're just going to have to play within that system to get them out. But if I had a call to action to make, that's what the hell it would be. I'm coming after your livelihood.
You own it. You own it. You hit the ball out the park, Marcus. She bowled the ball. You got a strike on that one. You ain't missing all the balls gone. So, Marcus, that's what's going on, brother. It's a double standard, and it's been a double standard. And here go a man talking about He was in fear of his life, and a brother running and walking away from him, and he don't get 1 day, he don't get 35 days in jail. But here go a man that been hit, 4 of them bigger than him, he weighed 120 pounds, they over him, and there wasn't a knife, it was a clique thing. He had it for his cliques, that he ain't had it for them. And they keep pushing this, and the lawyers, I don't know who she hired. I know she ain't used to this here, and I wasn't in it, but I'm in it now. Mother, please don't hire a appeal lawyer till you get with me, Johnny Binder, Dr. Jeremiah. I'm a specialist in this, please. I know how to pick lawyers. And if you don't pick the right lawyer, you're gonna have a problem. You done wasted $35,000 to $50,000. They're gonna pocket, go play golf, go lay down, and don't give a damn whether they win the appeal or not. That ain't the kind of lawyer you want. I told my partner, I ain't gonna call his name. He gave his lawyer $500,000. This rat lawyer that I made, I ain't gonna call his name. I told him, and then when he got to trial, my ex-lawyer told him, we ain't going on trial, just cop out to the 20 years and shut up. He done gave him $500,000, and then his wife gave $1 million to the same lawyer Kirby John had. The wife got 15, the husband got 20. They spent $1,500,000 on another violent case.
Wow.
On some she say. Come on, man. It's double standard.
What we need is conflict resolution. But I keep thinking about your question, right? Like, what are some call to actions, right? Again, just conflict resolution from both sides. So from Austin, the Metcalfs, they wanted to get somebody from under their tent that could potentially be, doing something that they didn't want or like, especially being the captains of the tent or whatever, right? They're in charge of it. Captain of the tent, okay. But a conflict resolution still doesn't mean you can put your hands on the other athletes or the students or the kids or whoever in the tent. So that's the beginning of where the problem starts. And I think that's what the call to action is. It's a conflict resolution, because even after Carmelo was, pushed hard, soft, medium, whatever it is they want to say, I understand. You're in fear for your life. You go grab something, be like, hey, man, like, don't do that again. Clearly, it wasn't a soft push, because if it was, man, nobody
would have had a reaction.
It's not even like it. Nobody's a soft pusher. But again, the conflict resolution, it should have been better communication from both sides of words, and not physical, not.
It should have never escalated to that point. If he was such a threat being under that tent, he should have went and got a coach and said, Coach, there's somebody under our tent we need to have removed. That's how it should have escalated. You should have went and told somebody, not take matters into your own hands.
When you're a bully, I've been teaching on bully since 2012 with my hip hop church with Pastor C.L. Jackson, the first Dome Church in America. God, thank you for bringing this to my business. When you're a bully, when people bully you, you scared.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a dude, Marcus. I'm 5'6". I wasn't 6 feet at the time. In the 7th grade. Big old dude, 6'1", 6'2". Dude kicked, no, he didn't. He slapped me. Pow. I mean, slapped my mouth out. I ain't never been slapped like that. But he had about 4 dudes with him. Because I'm making whoop me. If he'd been by himself, he's going to just whoop me some more. Because I'm going to try him. I'm going to try him. I'm going to try him. So I say, big man, what's up? Nigga, don't you ever be around my sister again. Me and his sister, we ain't dating yet. We just talking. He slapped my mouth out. I run. I take off running. He don't know what I'm running for. I run all the way home to Cloverland. I run about 3 miles nonstop. I ain't know I could run that for. I ran. Went home. You know what I got. I don't want to put it on this thing. I got that thing, went back, running. The same speed. I ain't never been that mad in my life. Like my whole mouth was in. He slapped my mouth in the next week. I mean, boom. I'm running back. I got tired on the way back. I had to stop for a minute. I waited about a minute or two. Took off running again. Because I couldn't run slow, Marcus, because I had never been slapped. I'm running. I got that thing in my back, Marcus. I ain't never shot one, Marcus, but I got it. I'm running. Boy, when I get there, Marcus, I'm looking. Where that nigga at? Where he at? Where he at? Everybody, man, him left, man, him left. I'm looking. I grab, boy, I got to do something to somebody. Where he at? This boy ain't did nothing to nobody, man. Man, I don't know. Man, he went this way, man. He went this way. Marcus, I had to do something to somebody. Marcus, I went to school for 30 days. Looking for him. He left the whole city. He didn't come back, Mark. They told him, say, you know who you slapped? You slapped Johnny Binder. Marcus, I looked for him. I couldn't even read. I couldn't go to school. Everything they called bell, I walk outside looking. Marcus, that nigga slapped my mouth to another week. My mouth was swole. Marcus, my mouth, he had a hell of a hand, man. He should have been a boxer. My mouth was swole, Marcus. Boy, I was hot. My dad said, boy, what happened to your mouth? I said, Dad, don't worry about it. Boy, I said, don't worry about it. I got it. He already knew it. I said, Father, don't you worry about this. I got this here. But whenever I catch him, Marcus, I was going to live him. So I'm so glad that God moved him on. I don't know where he went, but I'm glad God moved him on. Because I wouldn't be here. I was going to get him.
Look, that's why I be telling people, Johnny, that story right there, right? Again, man, you don't want to let everybody get one. You know, in the hood, they be like, man, get you one, man. Get you one. You don't want everybody to get you one, man. Some of these boys get them one, man. You out, you sleep. You go night. It's out of it's one hitter quitters. There are people in different communities that are known for one hitter quitters. So that push, that little soft push, that's equivalent to a one hitter quitter. It's like he decided to softly push you this time. But any type of touch, I think, should be
they said that to make the case.
Responding with accordingly. Like, don't touch it. Like, you ever seen somebody touch somebody and like try and push them around? They come get your karate chop. You know what I'm saying? Karate, man, get your hand off me. All type of ways to respond to different situations. But again, that's probably something that I would have done immediately with that soft push. Like, but sometimes when they bigger than you, you don't even want to do that little chop. That's how afraid he was. That's what I'd have said in the defense. You know how afraid I am? You know how afraid you got to be for somebody to like kind of softly push you that you know you don't want touching you and you still don't do the karate chop? You know what I'm saying? That's a reflex for human beings. It's like, man, get your hands off me, man. Who is you? You know, it could be security. It could be the pastor talking about sit down, you can't leave the church right now. It could be anybody. You're like, hey, man, get your hands off me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going this way. And so the fact that Carmelo didn't do that lets you know he was really, truly afraid for his life. I don't even want to karate chop my man. Look, whatever the push was, it's like, damn. Oh, man, hey, you big enough for me to tell you, don't do that again. Don't do that again. I'm not going to let you. The next thing I can tell by the look of your eyes that the next time you touch me or swing, it's going to hurt. And I want you to know, don't do it. I don't want any trouble. That's what Mr. Child be saying when they slapping their knees and shit. I don't want any trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing. You know, touch me again and see what happens. That's equivalent to I don't want any trouble. It's the same thing. Different communities go warn you in different ways. Like, hey, it's about to go up. You know what I'm saying? What the Cowboys are, yeehaw. I don't know what sound they make when it's about to go down, but it's a warning. It's like a, hey, don't do that. Yeehaw, you do that again. I think yeehaw means I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do something to you. But we all got different warnings and stuff, man. And it's crazy that even after the warnings, they still touch my man.
It's not. The yeehaw is getting me. I'm sorry. Thank you, Marcus.
You go that comedian stuff. Stop it, man. I love you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not laughing about the brother being unalive. We're not laughing about the child doing what he's doing on TikTok. Marcus is a comedian also, and he was just explaining the way he know how to explain it to show people and soften the punch. But the real thing is the boy was bullied. He was in fear of his life. And he acted. He didn't know that thing was going to do that. He was just trying to get him off of him. He didn't know he was going to unalive him. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we hope that this tape makes it. Catherine, we're going to find the mother Facebook or Instagram and send this to
we know who the pastor is, so we can work back that way.
We need to get it to the pastor. I need to talk to her on Zoom. I drive down there, whatever she needs. I need to help her find the right appeal lawyer, because if you don't, you just giving a bunch of money away and ain't nothing gonna happen. You want the best, like Marcus say, we lose over 80% of the cases, and even 15 to 20% of them won, but you have to have case law. So that is so important. And my other family, where your child life was taken, mother, you can appeal that. You can appeal it. And let me help you do the same thing. So again, this is what we're doing. This show is not my show, this is God's show. And we are here for solutions. We're solution-based. That's what we do. We try to give you a solution so you can have a base where you can have joy in your life and be successful. That's why we tell you it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. I started on Marcus' show before, and Marcus was trying to help people. I went up to his office. I was in one office, and he was around the other office. And people coming on, and we trying to help them. All we trying to do is give the people the wisdom and knowledge God has given us, where y'all can live a better life and make better decisions. That's what we're here for. Thank you.
You said something interesting, Minister, that I hadn't heard before. Victims can force an appeal of a case? It wouldn't be double jeopardy?
No. The mother can appeal the case. When the boy won, she can go back after them. Yeah. He's liable. Okay, O.J. Simpson won his case, but they found him guilty in the civil court, liable for misconduct, right? And took everything from him. So again, she can go after them for liable so she can get out, open the case back up where they can see everything, you understand what I'm saying? And have a chance for the appeal. So it's a catch to it. So mother, please call me. I don't want to die. But let me teach you by law, because I know by law. I don't know nothing about else. I know by law. And I have a lot of lawyers that I put on the phone with me so we can talk to you and help you make the right decision. I'm talking to both mothers, because both mothers are hurting.
Yes.
And it's understandable. It's understandable. One unalive, that one hurt the most. And then the other one, 17 to 25 years if we don't do something immediately, expeditiously. So Marcus, you said some great things. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Marcus Powell, TikTok, and this is Miss Catherine Mills, the COO, and me. I'm a little black boy named David Jeremiah, slave named Johnny Binder. How y'all doing? TikTok, y'all coming on? Lord have mercy. It's about 300 people over there from TikTok. Oh my God. Boy, they love this conversation here. Let me tell you what they're saying, Marcus. Hold up. We want justice. Riri say we want justice. Invite this person here, T-Max say, well, I'm following you all. We're looking for justice for both. Rodney say, I'm joined. J-Lo, J-A-T-O-U, I don't know what that is. I apologize, I can't call your name. The member, Fist joined, you waive fellowship. Okay. We need to find out what we can do with appeal lawyer. Thank you. I explained that to you a while ago, sir. Okay, let's go up here. Debating the verdict of a high school knife stabbing case. Join the discussion. Again, it's not a knife. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Assalamu alaikum back to you, brother. Rana Muhammad. Okay. It's a lot of people. I can't read all of y'all. TikTok, more likes can attract. Thank you. We're trying to figure out what really happened. Crystal, thank you for saying that. Michelle, Sal joined and I want justice. Thank you. Everybody wants justice. I'm glad we all agree straight to the point. It should not be a double standard. I can stop right there. Thank y'all. Y'all on top of it, y'all.
Hey, I just thought about something, Johnny. Man. Y'all remember Kyle Rittenhouse, right?
Yeah.
Kyle Rittenhouse, the dude, he was running for his life. He had a pistol on him, a bunch of guns. I think he was ready for war. disappearing. He had crossed state lines with a bunch of weapons, and nobody touched him though. I think there was a lot of things happening. I don't remember the video, but in my mind, I feel like he was just running for his life, and he felt like something was going to happen, and he turned around and started shooting people. A lot of people, like more than one. But he claimed it self-defense. It was a national, political, racial flashpoint, kind of like this thing with Carmelo Anthony. But if y'all remember that, he was acquitted after the jury accepted the self-defense claim. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was like, man, hey, man, this is like a similar Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying? Because the self-defense standards, again, are not the same for everybody. It's like the bar is lowered and raised in different.
You could have said, as Marcus speaking, you could have said it no better. It's a double standard. That's what he's saying. It's a double standard. Do me a favor, play that while Marcus on. For the mothers, play the women. The women of Crown. It's about 2 minutes long. Watch this, Marcus. This for you mothers. It's for the mothers. I picked this myself personally for all mothers. Come on, Kevin.
Okay, this is Chosen and Crowned.
Oh, here goes Teresa Wu.
Yeah. Daughter of Zion. Late night, city quiet, street light on your skin, brown glow that you wear it like it comforting. You don't move like the rest do. You don't speak just to shine. Every step got intention. Every breath take its time. You ain't loud, you ain't showing. Still you pull me close. There's a calm in the way you stay, like you already know. Daughter of Zion. Ooh, you're different, I can feel. Fire above rubies, yeah. Everything about you real. Daughter of Zion. Soft voice, steady hands. Virtue wrapped in brown skin. Hair is finest blend. Daughter of Zion. Natural hair catch the moonlight. Frame your face so clean. You ain't trying to impress me. Still the coldest thing I see. When you talk, it come gentle, but it stay on my mind. Wisdom sitting on your lips. Kindness every line you rise. Heard that you feel some. You don't tear nothing down. Everywhere you go, girl, peace follow you around. You don't chase the world, you stay firm. That's your crown. Daughter of Zion. Ooh, you chosen to. Forever rubies. Ain't nobody built like you. Daughter of Zion. Grace in how you move. I don't need the lights on. I just need you. Daughter of They see beauty on the surface, but I see deeper than skin. I see strength, I see order, I see legacy begin. You a crown, not a burden. You a blessing, not a fate. So that thank the Most High daily.
My God, my God, my God. I don't play, Marcus. I don't play, but when I pick something, I pick it. That's for the black mother, the mother of earth. All life comes from her. She's the strongest in committing that, and she's the most smartest person on the planet Earth, the black mother. Google it. It's a fact. Ladies and gentlemen, I had to play that. Mothers, that's for you all. My mother, that's your child unalive. I love you. I love your husband, all of you. Please call us. You see I have a number there, 281-896-8215, and help us help you so we can help you. And me and my lawyers get together and pick the right lawyer so you can be victorious and successful, give you a greater chance. And that go the same thing for you, my brother, because you're facing 17 to 25 years before you ever get up for parole. And in that race of city, they're going to always come up to the parole board and speak against you. They're going to do that. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a great show tonight. And we done said some great things. Marcus gave us a lot to think about, and we appreciate him. This is Marcus Biles, ladies and gentlemen, from Happy Hour. And Catherine from Fort Worth, she gave us a lot to think about, our COO. And again, I'm just a servant of God, and I'm growing and learning. But this show is solution-based. And this is the first time we ever put up, love you, Marcus. This is the first time we ever put up a $ of JBSL. I'm going to let Catherine explain it to y'all, what we're doing, and we expanding. We got a big studio we're trying to move into. So here it is, and I'll let Catherine explain it. And my brother, Mr. Troy Marsall, thank you as being the biggest donor in this company. We thank you. And Robert Gunner, you next. And then you, Mr. Brown. Thank you. Thank you. Hey.
My bad. So we are growing the Johnny Binder Show, just like the minister said. And your support helps us reach more people with truth, solutions, and accountability. So you can donate. Any amount is appreciated to Cash App. And the tag is JBS Live. That's JBS Live, as you see right there on the screen in the lower right-hand corner. And your donations go to, again, helping us with research, getting reporters out in the field and moving into a bigger space so that, we can have live studio audiences and actually be more mobile and be out in the streets capturing things live. So again, we appreciate all of your supports with your likes, shares, and follows. And hey, donate to JBS Live on Cash App.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first time doing this because we didn't know 10 months ago we was going to go this far. We want to thank God first, and then want to thank Brother Willie D from the Ghetto Boys. Willie D, I'm saying publicly, I love you. I honor you. Keep doing your great show over there. Keep doing your conversation. Do your thing. Interview. But one thing about you, you're not a sellout. You're not a coon. And you speak the truth. And you're not scared of those people. That's what I like about you. So please keep speaking up. Keep standing up for us. Keep standing up for our people. And do it in your style, in your way. And we support you. But thank you for opening the show. I wasn't trying to do this, but I know God told you because I didn't. And I know Catherine didn't. You said, let's cat out the bag. We didn't know what you was talking about. So we thank you. I wasn't trying to do this. I came on your show to do to let people know about I'm going to come out with my movie, The Redemption of the American Gangster by Johnny Binder, Marie Preston, my fall partner. So Marie Preston, if you can hear me, it will be done. We will be victorious and successful. We will save a lot of young people's lives. God saved us for this moment where we can teach our people to come out the street, teach our people to come out to the world. Jesus said, I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world. We have to come out of it. And God has given me the knowledge, wisdom, and understand. I got 5 minutes. And understanding where I can teach and give y'all what God has given me. Where you can understand it as you lead and stay in Proverbs. It's 31 of them. I don't know why the pastors won't say this. Why not read the book where the wisest man in the world, God told Solomon, after Solomon, God asked him, what did he want? He said, I want wisdom. So if God did that for Solomon, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if he did that for Solomon, and he did, then why in the hell, out of 400,000 pastors, I've never heard one in all the hundreds of pastors I've met and on TV and everywhere else and in person. I'm not knocking y'all, but y'all have to snap. Solomon's the wisest man in the world. God said that. He said, Solomon make you the wisest man in the world and the richest. So why not lead the people to Solomon, and especially the children? Because they can get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. It's in 3. Your ways are not my ways. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. Don't lean on yours. Bind it on your neck. Write it on your heart. We have to wake up. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. And sung by the Father is praise and worship. You got David, then you got Solomon. Come on, y'all. We have to lead our children to God. And you husband, you got to lead your wife to God, not to you, to God. And you have to be her best friend. And if you're not her best friend, it ain't going to work. I don't care what you say. Y'all faking it. Y'all got to be able to talk to each other and take constructive criticism where y'all can grow each other and push each other and be successful instead of regretful. And that's why all these relationships turn to battleships. You need a God ship, and it won't sink. So again, my mothers, we love you. And I'll be playing that, what you've seen tonight, for the rest of this month. Every time we go on, Captain, we playing it. That is so thought-provoking. It is so beautiful to see our women TikTok come together like that and show love, not the out of pure, some nakedness, boob out, Daisy Dukes and tongue out the mouth, all the buffoonery. That's not who you are, sister. Be classy, not trashy.
But what I really like is, and we know it's an AI generated video. We understand all that. But what AI has given us the power to do in this instance with the video with the sisters and then the earlier videos with the men is to see ourselves in a light that we've never seen ourselves in before. We'll talk about
We've been in that light.
We've been in that light, but we haven't been able to see it, so that it registers here and in here. So when you can see it, then you have something that you can attach to. You got we read it back then in the stories. We know historically, some of us know historically where we came from in our lineage, but it's another thing to be able to see that grandiose image.
Thank God for AI. Thank God for AI. That whoever did that, they did a wonderful. I'd like for them to do 2-3 of my videos for the movie, because they was on that. They was on it. Yeah.
They were.
Now we can pick pictures better that pick me too when we go do it. But I'm gonna get with you for 3-4 hours where we can go and finish that and get this stuff to Rooster, because they've been waiting for 2 months. But ladies and gentlemen, again, for our sister, I know it's heavy on your heart that he unalived your son over nothing, ran him out the store over nothing. And I heard how bad this man's character is, that he done this 2 times to some other people. Sir, you got to wait for now. But God is a just God. And I know you don't believe in God. I understand. Because if you did, you'd have told the judge to sentence you. You'd have stood up and said, Your Honor, I'm guilty. I looked at him as an animal. and a Negro. And I've been doing this. And I want to repent and atone for my ways. But you're not man enough to do that. But God gonna get you. He said, what you reap is what you sow. And karma is real. And God said, what you done to the least of them, you also done unto me. And when they went and wouldn't help the people that was homeless, Jesus, we wouldn't do you like that. And when the people was hungry, they fed them not. Oh, Jesus, if you was hungry and they was in prison, they wouldn't go see him. Jesus said, what are y'all talking about? That was me. That was me. I just came in another way because I know if I come like this, you will worship me. I don't need you to worship me. I need you to follow me to my Father. That's why I told y'all when the people came, good master, what you doing over there with these people? We in Revokes. We in the Woodlands. We in Rollos. We in the Heights. What you doing with these niggas? Jesus said, I didn't come for you. I came for the publicans and the sinners. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And that's why I said a rich man going to heaven is like a needle in a haystack. Let me say this, ladies and gentlemen, and because this tape gonna be everywhere. Let me say this. You black millionaires in Houston, Texas, well, really all over, but specifically I'm talking about Houston right now. You know, because I've been richer than all of y'all, all of you. None one of y'all had over 20 million, so all of it. But right now, I don't have that. But I got the gift here. And I done made more millionaires than you. And you have not made one. Because you're selfish, you're egotistical, and you're Jewish. And you're about yourself. And you're narcissistic. And you're going to hell with a gasoline jacket on. I can name several people I'm going to. I'm going to ask them one question. How many millionaires have you helped? How many have you made? Who have you helped? So it's all about you. And that's how most people here are, Willie Lynch. And I had to say this at the end because it hit my heart. If we help our people, then we have more justice. If we had Black Shark Tank, we'd be invested in our children. See, and I know a man, Charles Swindell, that have 22 million millionaires for him. Charles Swindell, I'm calling you tomorrow. You need to help me open up 100 vocational schools. So when you die, you leave a legacy. You're a powerful man. And help me build apartment complexes. So I will be calling you Miss Swindell. You're my personal friend. I never asked you for anything. But now, here I come. May God bless you. May God keep you. And all you brothers got all this money that don't want to help us build these apartment complexes and these homes, affordable. But you want to buy Rolls Royces and Rolex watches. None of that's going to get you to heaven. Don't be no house Negro, because right now that's where you're at. And you're going to hell with a gasoline jacket on because you ain't done nothing for your people. You're a Clarence Thomas. You're a coon. And God gonna get you. Remember I told you that. Each and every one of you. You know who I'm talking to. You're a coward. You don't love God. Because if you love God, you love his people. And you think you better because you live like you live. Huh? You drive like you drive. Huh? And you help nobody. You laugh at everybody. Huh? Okay. A billionaire told me something as we leave. He told me, matter of fact, I called his name, Willie Garrett, the one with the 3 jets. one of the richest civil lawyer. He told me, Jeremiah, I said, yes, sir. He said, you see that man? I said, yes, sir. Was going to some convention over by Galleria. He said, never look down on nobody. He said, if you can't lift them up, don't look down on them. Which I already knew that. But to hear a billionaire say that, and he took a lot of time with me. I don't know how I affected him, but I love him. I watched him do the football games. I went to his thing for the lawyer convention, and I was around him off and on for almost a year. And I salute him. Keep it up, Mr. Garrett. We love you. Keep fighting, brother. We need you to help us save our children's life. And let's open some vocational school. Ben Hall, we need you. Steve, 5015, we need you. Mayberry, we need you. You need to come forward, ladies and gentlemen, and help your people. That's what we need to do. Womack, you too. I'm talking to y'all. Come and help your people. Help me build apartment complexes. Help me with the vocational schools, where you can do something of significant. It's not all about you. And God said, what you done to the least of them, you also done unto me. I warned you. I told you. Now watch God deal with you. May God bless you. Mothers, we love you. My sister, let me help you, and me and my lawyers help you pick the right one. And mother, your child unalive is all the way wrong. And all you people speaking to her like you're speaking to her, and speaking against her son like you're doing, you're going to hell with a gasoline jacket on. All you done to us, and never gave us reparation, and got nerve to call us a savage when you're the biggest savage in the world. That's
okay, Minister, we're down to 2 minutes, so we're going to have to wrap up.
Please go.
All righty. Y'all be blessed. Thank you for joining.
Hurry up.